In this video, we will be seeing what is Hibernate. So Hibernate is an open source object relational mapping tool for Java, which allows us to persist Java objects into a relational database. So relational database is a type of database which consists of tables which are made up of rows and columns. So we have seen in earlier lectures that a relational database requires a language called structured query language, which is SQL. And using this structured query language, we can query a relational database. We have also seen how we can execute SQL statements from our Java code using JDBC. So now we will be seeing how does Hibernate help us simplify accessing the database or persisting our Java objects in the database. So Hibernate provides a framework for mapping the object-oriented domain model to a relational model. So what Hibernate does is it will map the Java data types to the SQL data types, and the developer will only need to know how to use Java or need knowledge of Java, and it is okay if the developer does not know SQL. So Hibernate is responsible for making data persist by storing it in the database, and we can also query the database, so we can also perform operations like update, insert, delete, and all. This Hibernate framework is driven by XML configuration files. So like we have used XML configuration files for Spring, in the same way we will be using some XML configuration files here, which will be used for connecting to the database and to map our classes with the tables of the database. So when we say that it maps object to relations, which means we are mapping classes to tables in the database. For example, if we have a class person and this class person has some data members like name, age, and so on. So when we create an object of person, we are actually allocating memory for a person object, which consists of the name, the age, and the other data members that we have in the class person. So if we want to map this to a database table, so we can say that a class represents a table. So let's say we have a table person in the database, and all the data members of our class, which is name, age, and all of these will be the column names. So name is one column, age is another column, and so on. And the data that we are actually storing here, so let's say name of a person is Ram, age is 32, and so on. So this one row of the table person represents an object of type person, right? So this object can be stored in the database as a row in the table person. So this is what we mean by mapping our Java class to a database table. The advantages of using Hibernate. So Hibernate is a non-invasive framework, which means that it does not force the programmer to extend or implement any class or interface. It uses Java Bean classes, so that is why it is lightweight. We have already seen what are Java Bean classes, which have private data members and public getters and setters. Then Hibernate runs within or without a server. So it is capable of running without a server as well. So it is suitable for all types of applications. So we can use it for creating desktop applications, or we can also use it for creating web applications. Also, Hibernate is purely used for persistence, which means that Hibernate can be used only for storing, retrieving data, or updating data, deleting data, only for performing database operations. So that is why there is not much dependency between other modules of our application. We can simply use Hibernate in any type of application wherever we are trying to access a database. So we have already seen what is JDBC and how we can use JDBC. But we also know that JDBC requires knowledge of SQL. So if the programmer needs to access a database using JDBC, the programmer should have knowledge of SQL. So the programmer should know how to write a create query, how to write an insert query, what is the syntax for writing an update query, delete query, and so on. But in case of Hibernate, what Hibernate does is Hibernate is completely object oriented. So Hibernate will map all Java data types to SQL data types, and Hibernate will work with classes and objects only. It will not work with the actual query or the result set. So this allows Hibernate to be very portable because Hibernate is written in respect of classes and objects. So that is why we can very easily use the application with all types of SQL databases. So even if we are using it with PostgreSQL, or we are using it with DB2 or MySQL or Oracle, we will not be required to change our code. The queries, the SQL queries in Hibernate, these are automatically generated. So we will write our code, which is a Java code, and the query will be automatically generated by Hibernate itself. So we need not write the SQL query. So this reduces the development time very significantly because first thing that the developer need not invest time in learning SQL, and the second is that the SQL queries and everything is generated automatically. So that is why the development time is reduced. Also, it Hibernate provides a strong support for caching. So it has the capability to cache objects. So because of this, the application that we write using Hibernate is very responsive and very fast.